Alright my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of Megaquarium. Episode 10 today. This is a biggie. We've already made it this far through the series. People seem to still be really enjoying this one on the channel. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going as long as you guys are watching. Today we're just going to keep cracking on, keep moving forward, keep unlocking, keep researching and all that good stuff. We're going to start today's episode with a little bit of staff management though. But if you've missed last episode, it's linked above for you right now. Feel free to go watch that one first and then come back and watch this one. But if you're completely new to the series or completely new to the channel, maybe go back all the way to the very first episode. Maybe even go and check some of the Planet Zoo stuff out. Why the hell not? It's a good time here, trust me my friends. Anyway, let's crack on with today's episode, shall we? As it's episode 10, I might go a little bit longer in this one. I might make this an hour special. So yeah, you're in for maybe a bit of a treat. Let's just see how we crack on and how we get on with today's episode. Now, first things first, I'm just going to leave it on pause while we do a few bits of like admin work, I guess you could call it. I am going to add a new... I'm going to add another backpack dispenser in here. We will assign this to a member of staff. So let's see. These two have got the feeding because they're very good. Yes, we've got another one who's really good at feeding as well. So let's assign a backpack to this person as well. And then what we're actually going to do with these three people is we are going to change what they do. Basically, they are going to be in charge of feeding only from now on, because I'm kind of at a point with the series now where I think we really need to start making sure certain staff do certain jobs. So that's what I'm going to do with these three people, to make sure they're just doing the food. So that's that. Let's close all those guys off. As we know, they got backpacks. We know they're going to be in charge of feeding anyway. This person's really good at fixing, so I think we're going to take off all the duties to do with feeding. I think we'll take the microphone off as well, and we'll just have them as a mechanic, essentially. So yeah, let's just leave. Oh, we won't do that. Oh yeah, we will do that. I don't know why, but the backpack really put me off there. It's not clicked, so that doesn't matter. So that person's very, very good at fixing. Do we have any others? Everybody else is pretty much, you know, the same sort of level. So I'm not gonna change any of these guys yet. We'll let the training continue, but I just wanted one, you know, proper mechanic, and I wanted three people to be well on top of the feeding. I think maybe one of these people, yeah, this person here, I'm just going to have as a cleaner. I think that might be a really wise choice as well, just to make sure that's the only job they do. But basically, what I was doing there was when you click on those icons, it turns them off. It means they won't do them. You can set work zones as well. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just going to see how this plays out, and I think we might think about doing that though, ladies and gents, very, very shortly. But we are researching currently the RO machine. That's going to allow us to add some really, really cool species of freshwater fish, which is going to be a big thing for us to get into. And the fish that we are currently researching is the striped boxfish. Now, you will remember we've ranked up to rank 7. We're really, you know, getting through this stuff now, and so we're playing catch up a little bit. So I'm trying to get through all the rank 6 stuff on both sets of research before we really move on to the level 7 stuff. Now, let's just check the fish. I just want to check to see if there's anything that we don't have in the aquarium to this point. And yeah, the Coral Beauty was one that we were trying to find a tank for. We do have the dwarf lionfish, but I want to move it. The big problem with this is it can't be housed with any non-lionfish or scorpionfish species, which is a little bit of a pain. We've got all of these lovely jobs. So there's just the one species of fish we don't have at the moment. Yes, this was what we was doing last episode, I do believe. I'm just going to check the numbers. I might put a starfish in here as well. They're good for ecology. And it's just another really cool sort of like species to have in the aquarium anyway. We're just going to go with one in here. We've got a couple in here. Look at the size of the bad boys in there. Now they're fully grown. I'm probably going to leave this aquarium as it is. I'm going to leave that space, I think, in there because I think it's quite nice. So yeah, we're going to leave that. Right, let's get this playing, ladies and gents. Let's get this moving and shaking along. What do we want to do? I think the last thing we did last episode was we got the jellyfish put in, which is just sort of like a very sort of interesting one-off aquarium. What I really want to try and work towards in today's episode is getting the RO unit and then potentially researching some more freshwater fish. We have the blind cave tetras. They went in last episode. We've got both marnies and guppies in there. We've got 2 species of cichlid over here. These are breeding like rabbits, which is really cool to see. And what do we have here? So Lexi has just leveled up. I think Lexi's the one we've assigned as a builder. So we're going to upgrade the building even further. We've got the frilled anemone. We've done that, so we can get rid of that. We've got more here, but until we get more tanks, we don't really want to use those. And then we have a humpback snapper. It's a active swimmer, so it needs quite a large aquarium. I think the humpback snapper is one we might put in one of the big tanks, which is what I was thinking of doing next. Basically, I was thinking of opening up a really big room down here and then building the big Belfast tank. Basically, that's where I'm thinking about going next, ladies and gents. So yeah, I think it's just a smart decision to make. The striped box fish even has been done, and like I was saying, I think maybe we work towards getting some of these species of freshwater fish that the RO unit would be used for. Let's get the Amazonian angelfish first. And then we can work towards some other stuff later. We'll probably put that tank in here. We'll do like a big community tank. But yeah, like I was saying, either I don't want to do the jetty tank yet. So the RO machine has been done and dustido. So that's good to see. What do we want to get next? What does this do? The sneakers accessory increases the equipped staff members' fitness talent by 1. Does it make them faster? That would be nice. Not going to worry about that yet then. Not going to worry about the science post. I'm going to get the bridge tank next. I think that might be an interesting thing to have actually. This is Gigi. What does Gigi do? She is a cleaner. Interesting. Anyway, let's work on this room and get this Belfast tank in. I think that would be a smart decision to make right now. So we are just going to make a big room here at the bottom. Now don't worry about this empty space here. We probably will end up using it. But this is just kind of like how I'm gonna try to sort of design where this is going. I'm probably going to add some more toilets down here, and potentially sort of like gift shop items as and when they become available to us, because I don't think we're going to be too far off from them. Anyway, is that going to be enough space? We'll soon find out when we start trying to put the Belfast tank in. So we're going to go as big as we can go with the Belfast tank. We are going to try and put it central. So we'll come back 1, 2. Yeah, I do quite like that. And what we can do is we can filter the people. We can filter the people round this way. I think we'll continue to go this way. from here, because obviously the fresh water is going to be coming down this way, and I'd like to join the fresh water down here eventually if we can. I think that would be like a good decision to make. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that placement. What we will do is, obviously this wall here, it's a little bit of a pain. We're going to have to probably go back a little more, just here, to be able to leave enough space for our guests. Let's just go all the way. And yeah, let's start building the backstage. So we're going to leave a gap of 3 over this side. This can obviously all be changed, ladies and gents, at a later date, but this is just kind of the way I'm doing it for now. Let's join that wall there. So as you can see, this is, you know, the guest will be in this area. But like I said, I might add a little space over here for like a gift shop or something along those lines. A few bits and bobs to be added. So we need steps. Now you're going to see, ladies and gents, that this is even higher than the tanks that we've put in already. It goes too high. So yeah, it's a bit of a drop for our for our staff should they fall from here. So what we're going to do is just pause it for a minute. We're going to just get rid of all that stuff. We'll sort all that out in a minute. So these are a warmer species, 9 to 16, so we can get 225. So we'd be looking at 48 when they're fully grown, all 3 of these. So they can all go in here, which is coolio, Inglacius. So temperature needs to be very high, pump needs to be very high, and they eat sand eels. So first and foremost, let's get the sand eels and put them there. Then we are going to I might put a tank here, and I might put a tank here. I think that'd be quite a cool place to have a couple of tanks, actually, so I might do that as well. See what we unlock as we go along in today's episode. Yes, so let's get these pumps in first. Because of that plan, I am actually going to use this over here and try and place it so that it would be able to join up to that tank. So we're going to join to here. And then we are gonna need a lot of stuff to get this to the right temperature by the looks of things. Yeah, we really are gonna need a lot of stuff. That should be enough. There we go. That is more than enough. Okay, what we need to do is I'm just gonna put this in here for now, because I'm obviously not sure as and when I'm going to put that tank in, whether it be today's episode, another episode, we will wait and see. So that's all the pumping sorted. I am going to put a staff door in here. We'll put it right at the back. So it's nice and hidden. So we'll put a staff door in. We will put a couple of nice benches in, I think, as well. So they've got somewhere to sit and appreciate the aquarium. And I think I might, not right now, but I think we're definitely going to need a couple of toilets down here. Do you know what? I'm just going to put them in now. Why the hell not? It makes sense. It makes sense to put them in. And then, do you know what? We'll just open this up. And this. Let's put those toilets in. One there, one there. We'll put a piece of wall down the side of the toilet. We probably will unlock all of this, but I'm just trying to Just do it this way at the minute, ladies and gents, just so I kind of know what I'm working with. And we are obviously still at this point keeping an eye on things like money and that's actually not bad placement, because obviously we've got a cleaning station up here. I may add another cleaning station down here, but let's wait and see how much room we're going to need for the tanks and stuff, should we choose to put them in down this area. So I think we can open this bit up now to the public. So let's get this going. Let's get this playing. So yeah, they're going in there for now. I think we do need to get a bit of decoration in here for sure. So let's do that, shall we? I don't know what's going to go in here with this. Excuse me, apologies for that, everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to go in there with that. So actually, let's hold off on the decoration. We've just researched the angelfish. Let's get the Cories going next. So yeah, actually, I'm just going to leave off on the decoration just yet. We'll wait and see how we fully stock this aquarium first, and then this might be the first one where we really think about theming it to some degree, and really sort of bringing it to life. But yeah, we got that down there. It's quite interesting. I might bring this out this way just to make this a bit more even. Just because I just don't like the way it looks. That might sound silly to some. It sounds a little silly to me, but yeah, I'm just going to do that. But it actually opens up a little bit of space if we want to put anything in here, essentially. So it's always good to have space for, you know, bits and bobs anyway. So that common starfish has now grown. We can get rid of this as well. We've got those frilled enemies for as and when we get another aquarium that's cold water. We've only got the 2 cold water aquariums at the moment, but yeah, looking pretty cool. I really like the anemones in there. They look really, really good. And then yeah, it's all looking pretty decent at the moment. Just going to take a quick over look at the whole thing. We've now got the bridge tank, which is good. Got an idea of what I want to do with that. I'm going to get the guidebook shelf next, because I think that could be something that we add maybe at the beginning down here. We'll need someone who can replenish those though. We're going to need some space. We're going to need like a cupboard for that as well. So they seem on top of most things, but yeah, there's a lot of animals that need feeding at the moment, so that is a little bit of a worry. But the more experience our like staff get, the quicker they will become at, you know, getting the feeding done. But yeah, the big thing is just making sure that the staff are able to stay on top of everything that's going on. Obviously, the bigger this gets, the harder it is for the staff to kind of like get about and manage it the way we want them to. But you know, we've got these big backstage areas, really big backstage areas. So yeah, not too concerned about that. So we unlocked some more stuff, didn't we? So let's just take a look. So obviously we're still trying to find a home for our Coral Beauty. I want to rehouse our lionfish at some point. We've got another striped box fish. Can't go in with stony coral. Okay, that might be able to go in with the Coral Beauty, actually. It is, I think I might do that. I think we'll get a tank going here. We might have to move this over, because this has got a chiller on it, and the minute it's next to this tank, that will have an effect. So we might have to just move that over ever so slightly. But let's just pause while I get this bit done. Just so I know exactly what I'm doing. So, do you know what? Let's just unlock all of this. Let's move that just over one. just so we stay on top of that. What should we do? I might do it in a corner tank, actually. Can we get it to there? Yes, we can. And we can get it to there as well. That would work. Actually, that would work lovely, wouldn't it? So let's do that. Let's take this wall here. Now, I know I said I was going to put like a shop or something here, didn't I? So, yeah, I've completely gone back on that idea already. But, yeah, I just quite like the placement of this. Let's put this here. Oh. Well, that was very strange. It's never done that to me before. Oh, why is that so high up? Let's delete that. That's very strange. Why it's done. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. That's better. That was weird. Don't know why it was doing that. Right, we've got our steps in. We've got all of our filtration in. So let's just let's stock it with the fish, shall we? So Coral Beauty, that's going to go in here. And we're going to put the boxfish in here as well. So they just don't like stony coral. Has an effective size of 6 when cooked with a predator can eat it. That's okay. So they're not gonna prey on this fish that's in here. And I think I am gonna go with 2 of those guys. Now we can stock this quite heavy, so when we start unlocking a few other things, we'll definitely be able to do that. Now this requires wow, even more heat now. So what we up to? 305. Jesus. Right, let's delete that then. Blimey, that is a lot of heat that's required here. Yeah, that should be enough. And now we need to get the water quality up as well. So I'm just going to go with a large protein skimmer. That is a lot of stuff on these 2 tanks, but they are 2 very big tanks, so to some extent it doesn't surprise me. We need to get some plants in this aquarium. I'm going to go with I'm actually going to go with this. We don't have this yet. So yeah, I'm just going to go with that in there. And yeah, let's get playing again. Do we have any of that food nearby? Yes, we do. So I'm gonna leave that where it is. That's close enough proximity for me. So we've completed that research. I'm gonna do the cardinal tetras next, because we're gonna try and build like a really nice community aquarium over in the freshwater section, hopefully in today's episode as well. But yeah, we've got that going, so let's just check that there's no other saltwater fish that we're waiting on putting in any of the aquariums. Cuckoo wrasse, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're pretty up to date. It's just the freshwater fish that we need to work on a little bit. We've obviously got the cories, we've got the tinfoil barbs, we've got the Amazonian angelfish, we've got the red striped earth eater. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff basically we can be working on in today's episode. I am gonna hire another staff member. 4 feeding is quite good, but I would like to find a fixer, a really experienced fixer if I can. Fixing 3, that's not too bad. Fixing feeding 4, fixing 3. Yeah, I need to find that fixer cleaner, I think it was. There we go. I'm gonna hire this person, and then we're going to manage this. We're going to do you as a fixer. Just a fixer. Here we go. Boom. Done. Right, we've got lots of stuff here, so let's deal with the friable hatched. That tank probably needs sorting out, actually, so I'm just going to pause while I do this, but this is probably getting to the point where it's overstocked. Unless it can't get to that point where it's overstocked. But it's not, 36 of 48, so yeah, we've just got a lot of the same cichlid in there. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it, let it do its thing. And then we can sell some species as we go along. So what were we doing, ladies and gents? We were checking fish and bits and bobs, weren't we? So yes, this is what I wanted to look at. So we've got a mic headset. We've got an RO membrane dispenser as well now, which we're going to need when we do our community tank. But the mic headset is one that we might want to think about, where we get a member of staff who can educate our guests on the tank. I actually think the Belfast tank, when we get it fully stocked, will be a good one to do that with. So there is, if memory serves me correct, a podium stand. So I am going to put this... Where am I going to put this? I don't want to put it right in the front. I'd like to put it off to the side if I can. Where can I put this? I think over this way might be better. You know what? We'll put it there in that corner. So yeah, you just basically what you do is you click on the podium and you can pick what you want them to talk about, essentially. Start time, you can set it when you want it to happen, and so on and so on. We're just going to place it for now. We'll probably try and do that before this episode is up, but yeah, we're just going to place it there for now. Let's get this playing again so we can get this research continued. Gigi has leveled up, so let's see which one of these she would be best getting stuff for. So it's probably one of these here. Let's improve her feeding, and then there's an animal for sale. So what is the dealio with these? So dislike food competitors, so it can't be housed with other species that eat krill. They're a shoaler, so they need to be in groups of at least 7, and they take up free space. They might be a really nice addition to this aquarium here. They might be. It's a deal. How many do we get? We get 7, so that's quite nice. No one's going to compete for their food in here, so the water quality needs to be good. I think the water quality is going to be good enough. So yeah, let's put them in there. The bookshelf has been researched. Let's do the science poster next. So we need to get the krill. So let's get the krill and let's place that. Let's place that there, right next to the stairs. So that's that done. Yeah, that's cool. They're a unique species, really, to some extent, because we can't research those yet. So when these cardinal tetras are done, I'm going to start work on the big community aquarium over in the freshwater area, I think, because I can introduce you to the RO machine. It's the first machine that we're going to get that's going to require like special maintenance, basically. So it's another thing that I can show you guys. So the cardinals are unlocked. Let's go with Congo Tetra, maybe? Do you know what? No, we've done enough freshwater stuff for now. I'm going to go with the Barlen wrasse next, because they might make a good addition in with the other wrasse that we've got over here. So yeah, while we are researching all of that stuff, let's go down here and work on a big community aquarium in the freshwater area. So we're basically just going to go right next door to where we already are. So in here, essentially. Now, I don't know how much room we're actually gonna need. So this has 2 linked to it, this has 2 linked to it, this has 2. We just decided to do this here, didn't we? So we could probably add it over here, or do we unlock the back a little bit more over here? Not sure. Let's choose what tank we're going to go with first anyway. Let's just go with a deep wall, I think, just to continue this theme on that we've kind of got going on over here. So let's... Oh, that can be huge, this aquarium, should we wish. I'm not going to go quite as long as it can go, but definitely going to go as deep as it can go. So we are probably going to have to actually take this back, even if we didn't want to, a couple of squares at least, just to fit this aquarium in, so it's nice and flush. So that's that there. So let's just pause this a moment. We're going to stock it first, so let's check. So we get up to 96 in here. These take up 4. They are a nibbler, so you don't want to put them in with anything that's got, you know, frilly fins or anything like that. They are territorial, so a combined size means they can't exceed 50% of the tank. I think I'm only going to go with a couple of these anyway. We're just going to have the smaller fish taking up the room. Bloodworm. They need vertical surface to breed, but we're not going to worry about the breeding too much at the minute. But anyway, let's get a couple of these guys in here. Then let's get, these are a shoulder, so I must have at least 8 of them. They take up 2. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to go with quite a few of these anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go with 10. 10 of those, and then let's get the Cories. Shola need to be at least 5. They take up 2 space as well, and they require a bit of open space. Communal, like to share with at least 2 different species of animal. Well, we're definitely going to be doing that. So let's obviously put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get just a 5. So the tank has 38 space taken up. We'll leave a bit more room for if we unlock any other stuff, but I think the big thing we need to do for this aquarium first and foremost is get all of the pump and stuff put in. So let's just unlock a little bit more room, probably to about there. We're going to put the pump probably here, so then if we do have another tank here, it can do the 2 of them. So let's get the power pump. Nice. How do we want to go about this? Obviously, you want to try and leave at least 2 space around the perimeter of that pump, in my opinion, just to leave yourself enough wriggle room for adding more stuff, you know, as you go along. So let's put that there, like that. Come out of that. So what do we need? Water quality needs to be at 70. Need 96 worth of temperature. So we could probably get away with going with a large combi. And then we need to try and get this water quality up. So the RO machine is just more for like the acidity of the water. We'll come to that in a moment, but how do we get that water quality better? Do we just add these pumps? got it up a little bit, didn't it? So let's just get rid of that one. And let's go with a larger one, basically. There we go, gets the water quality up. It's different for the freshwater fish. That's why I was kind of like asking myself the question out loud on how I do that. Because with saltwater you add protein skimmers, but you can't do that with your freshwater stuff. So let's get the RO machine. We're going to need 2 of them to get this to the level that we need it. So we're going to put them there. Now, when you have the RO machine, you then need something called an RO membrane dispenser. You have to place this because they use the dispensers to fix the RO machine, and basically that's just kind of like how it keeps the acidity levels where they need to be. So we're going to put this very, very close by. I might even put it there for now, so it is really close by. You get 5 of those, you know, a time, and then there, I think, no, that must just replenish itself. Yeah, it refills at a cost of X amount a day. I just forget basically how a lot of this stuff works, and I'm also going to put a tool station over here. Now we will eventually get a tool belt where they'll be able to keep hold of the tools on them, but for now I like to just keep stuff relatively close by to help the staff. What I'm gonna do as well is I'm just gonna take this down to there, and I'm gonna put a staff door just there for now. We'll probably get rid of that at a later date, but for now I think we'll definitely put that there. Let's take this wall out to open this area up for our guests. I'm not sure. I might put some seating in here. One there and one there. We are getting there. Foodings. Do we put the food over here? We've got that there and that there. To be fair, they got backpacks, so they should be able to do it. Shouldn't be a problem, really. Let's do the planting. Right, we'll go with the Java fern first, because we need a log for in here. So let's put it in the middle, and that achieves a little bit of our planting as well. And then, what do we want to go with? Do we try something a bit different? Or do we just continue with what we've got? Well, 17 is a lot of planting in it. Let's go with it all at the back, like so, and then hopefully all of our fish will still be happy. Yeah, they are, because obviously we've got a couple of fish in there that are like free swimmers. So yeah, let's just do it at the back for now. Let's leave it at that. Let's press play, and yeah, we got some fantastic new additions there, ladies and gents, to our aquarium. Let's have a little look at this. I was really interested when they added the freshwater DLC, because freshwater fish were what I kept when I was a bit younger, when I was working in an aquarium shop, when I was sort of like 15, 16. It was like my first weekend job. I've kind of touched on this already since we've been doing the series, but yeah, that was like my first job, and it really got me into like a fish keeping hobby. Unfortunately, I don't have fish anymore in the house. It's something that we've always wanted to do, but just never really been able to find the right spot for it, or have the time to really get around to doing it. I'm sure it'll be something we'll do later down the line, but yeah, freshwater fish were what I kept. So yeah, it's really, really cool actually that they've added this DLC to the game. So yeah, we've got that in. We've got this in here. We've got this in here. It's a slow process, today's episode, but we are getting there. Right, let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Kaito has leveled up. Now, I don't know. Does this person have a backpack? Yes. So, we will level up the feeding. Let's get that even better. Humpback snapper has grown to full size. Let's get rid of that. Convict has spawned again, and they're bred again. Lovely job. We've just unlocked the Balan Ras as well, or Balan Ras. I don't know really how you want to pronounce that. Do we get the... Is it... I don't know how we're pronouncing that. Epaulette shark, I think. Do we get that next? That might look really good in the Belfast tank, mightn't it? Let's go for it. Let's get that one next. So, we've just unlocked the Balan Ras, or Balan Ras, however you want to say it. And I was thinking it might look pretty cool in here. We've got a little bit of space. So let's go back over this way. So, they get to 14 in size when fully grown. So, two of them's 28. We don't have the room. We don't have the room for two of them. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Okay. Not sure what to do there. We just have the room in there, but I don't really want to put them in there. We've just done the science poster. We'll deal with that in a moment. I think we'll do the double filter next, which is like the protein skimmer and filter together. We will hold off on the RAS then for a moment. So, just double checking again. Yeah, just that. It is literally just the RAS that we don't have. And then as far as the freshwater stuff is concerned, we don't have the tinfoil barb yet, and we don't have the red striped earth eater either. So, yeah, okay. So that's something we might want to think about. Needs more than 5 decorations. Wow, okay. So that's a very unique species, isn't it? That we will think about getting put in at some point as well. So, where do we go next, ladies and gents? As you can see, we're probably, I don't know, about 40 odd minutes into today's episode. So yeah, we're probably going to go for an hour today in this one while we keep cracking on and keep moving this along. Let's get rid of that. Starfish has grown. Alright, Travis has leveled up. So Travis has got feeding, fixing and gift shop. Let's just add a bit more to his fixing. And then Veronica's leveled up. Feeding, I'm just going to double check. Is Veronica... wow, we've got so much going on. So the shark has just unlocked. Let's get the surgeon fish next. So Veronica is what I was looking for. Yep, she does have a backpack. So let's get that feeding done a bit more for Veronica. Lovely job. Where to next, ladies and gentlemen? We've just done the shark, so I think the shark is what we should have next. It will fit in here fine with these humpback snapper. So let's get that bad boy in. That's going to be a really cool species to have. So crustacean is what we need to be worrying about. It's a rock lover, so we need to put some rocks in, and we need the supplement. Already got the sand eel. So yeah, we've set up quite nicely actually for this species to go in. So let's get one of those in here, and then yeah, we just need to add this supplement, which we will add just there. And let's get some rockage going on in here as well. Actually, we'll go with this because this kind of fulfills a little bit of what we need. So we'll put one there, and I'm actually going to put another one just over there, just to add a little something to the aquarium. What I am going to start doing soon with this series is I'm going to start theming this, because the blue is getting a little bit tired on me, and we've got loads of different themes that we can have on the aquariums and stuff, and so I might start adding a bit of that stuff as we go along, ladies and gents. So we have got another thing here. Let's just get rid of this. Lovely job, that's done, that's out the way. Now, the good thing about this now is we've got lots of aquarium that have got room in. So we're kind of at a point where we don't need to keep adding loads of tanks. We've got tanks that can be filled. So we've got this one, space in this, space in this, space here, lots of space in here. We've got space in this. We're going to rehouse this boy in here. So then we'll have this whole tank to fill. We've got space in this as well. Not a load of space, but we have got space in there. And we've got a little bit of space in there if should we want to use it for if we get another crustacean or whatever. That's going to be crustacean and coral. This one's going to be like a coral lagoon, and this one will be coral as well eventually, but obviously we've got our little lionfish in there, I believe. So yeah, surgeonfish, that's been researched, and last one of rank 6 is the Congo tetra, which is decent. We are trucking along very, very nicely now. This microphone is very close to this door, so I think. Okay, that's done. Well, sneakers, last bit of rank 6. That is really good to see, and then we can really get cracking. Mic headset stand, I'm gonna put just on the inside of this door because yeah, for the talkers over here. So let's so we can either go for prestige or we can go for the research. At the minute we're trying to level up, so let's go for the prestige for now, and let's go for like midday, and we'll go for 1 day between talks so that we're not being completely overworked over here. And then I think I am going to hire a member of staff who is a talker, basically, because we don't have one at the moment. Let's actually hire one. So gift shop is what they're actually better at, but they can do some talking. That one's pretty across the board and would end up like upgrading really, really well. So let's hire Hugh. That was almost a bit of a joke there, wasn't it? Hire you, Hugh. Well, dad jokes. I'm definitely prepping for my fatherhood with crappy jokes like that. Let's literally take all of this off, and we'll just have the headset. So there we go. Lovely old job. So you are just going to be doing that, my friend. That is your job in the aquarium. So next thing is that I wanted to add an ecology and a science sort of point on this. So I think I might go with the science round this side. They would have looked cool at the front, but I don't want to put them right in front of the tank. But I'm gonna put them there. Ah, you can't link that and that. That is interesting. I didn't know that. We'll just link that there though, because it looks as though it's part of that aquarium, doesn't it? So we are on to the next stage, ladies and gents. Jesus, we are really cruising through the research in today's episode, aren't we? So we've got the clownfish, marbled serpent starfish, turbot, bullhuss, green moray eel. We've got a pie crust crab. We've got more corals, anemones. We've got a pleco, gardener's killifish, fan shrimp, and an eastern long-necked turtle. Now that is an interesting one, but I don't think we've got the right tanks research for that yet, so we will hold off on that one for now. 8 to 19, Jesus, that gets very big. Another species of starfish. Avoid placing with other starfish. Okay, that's interesting. That's a warmer species though, so yeah, that might look cool in one of the other tanks. We've got clownfish, anemone. Do you know what? I'm going to do the anemone first, and then I might do the clownfish, because that might be a perfect little a perfect little tank in there. Right, where is this one linked to? Water quality is low. Why is the water quality so low? Is it because the chillers broke? I need to just keep an eye on this. I need to make sure that when that chiller's fixed, the water quality goes back. Right, okay, we've got a bit of an issue here. The water quality has all of a sudden dropped. It might be that they've just got to full size. Yes, that is exactly what it is. You play the game for long enough and you learn all this stuff. So Gabri has just gone up another level, so we're going to keep going with the cleaning for Gabri, and I think we will then take a look at this person. So Gabri is we're going to set you as just a cleaner. That's what we're going to do. That is what we are going to do. So yeah, we'll just have you. So we've got 2 cleaners now. Well, I'm going to go through all the staff before today's episode's out, so I can really take a good look at where we are with them all. So we need this water quality to go up, don't we? So I might just see if a small protein skimmer will do it. Yes, a small protein skimmer did it. That's lovely. That's good to see. Right, that's that done. We are moving along quite nicely in today's episode. This has felt very nice, but I think I'm actually gonna stop it right there in today's episode. We're almost at an hour, and yeah, I don't want to be going too crazy, adding too much more stuff. Excuse me. In today's episode, we've got lots and lots of stuff to continue on with, research, all that good stuff, but we'll be back again this week to do another episode of this wonderful series. So yeah, I think I'll just save it for next time, my friends. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I've really enjoyed it. We're really cracking on now. We definitely need to do something about this, though. This is a lot of room being wasted with a backstage area. I might move this across to here and take this up and down and this way, and just literally pepper this with tanks along here, along this side, just so we've got some more tanks and we could have some seating along now, because it's just a lot of wasted space at the minute. So I think that might be something we work on next episode, as we just finish the sneaker research. So okay, we will start some research now, ready for next episode. We'll do the feeding stick dispenser, because we've got lots of fish that are starting to get to a point where they're specialist feeders, ladies and gents. So I'm going to give you a good view of the aquarium as we sign out today's episode. My friends, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's the best way to support me and the channel. Drop me a like if you've enjoyed it, bell notification button to never miss anything that goes out on this channel as well. You'll find socials, Discord, all that good stuff in the description box below, and should you wish, feel free to head over to my Patreon and support me. You know, the more people that do that, the quicker I might be able to do this thing for a living. No pressure on you doing it, though. It's just whether or not you find the stuff entertaining enough and you want to support this channel. But my friends, I'm done and dusted. You make sure you're staying extra, and I'll see you next time. Oh, yeah.